This is my 2024 Ducati Streetfighter V2. I picked it up about 18 months ago, original owner. I got about 1,000 miles on it right now. In the last video you guys saw that I learned on sport bikes, and I've always had an affinity for the Ducati Panigales, the 1099, 1199, you name it. I always thought they were beautiful. And while I thought I was probably out of shape or too old to ride a sport bike again, when I learned that this chassis and drivetrain was based on the Panigale, I thought it'd be an awesome opportunity to get on it, feel that kind of performance again, not have to worry about my back, and kind of get some of those memories back on what it was like to ride a higher performance bike. So today I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. We're going to go for a ride and tell you why I think this is my favorite bike in my collection. Let's go.
Yeah.
I know. It's a little cliche. Had to wear the Dionysi gear today. I absolutely love this bike. It is comfortable. It has wonderful performance. I have no complaints on this thing. It is an absolute beast. Love riding it. All the Ducatis I own right now have the same TFT instrument cluster. They have different features built into it based on the bike, but for the most part the tech is exactly the same. Different ride modes and things like that, but nothing crazy about the Streetfighter compared to anything else in the lineup that came out in the last 7 years or so. The biggest thing that I'll notice between this and the Panigale, considering it's same engine, same drivetrain, the gearing is different, and then the throttle response is different. Even in track mode or street mode, this is a softer throttle response. You have to be wide open a little bit longer to get the most out of this thing. And I'm okay with that, especially for this thing being intended to ride around town and have a little bit of fun with. The Streetfighter does come with the Diablo Corsa tires, and they have a more aggressive sidewall on it. And because of that, along with the handlebars and the seating position, it makes it very easy to turn and to lean in. So you're riding on a smaller contact patch when you're upright like this, but when you're turning or you start to lean in, it falls very quick, and then it actually feels like the traction improves because it's got such an aggressive sidewall. Took me a while to get used to, still not completely used to it, but at low speeds it is very easy to maneuver. It'll be a little uncanny because it feels like it wants to tip over. Again, it has a low contact patch when you're in upright, but you release the clutch a little bit, you give it a little bit of throttle at lower speeds, and you're leaned a little bit, and the grip actually improves. It's so crazy to ride. It's an awesome experience. Didn't like the stock mirrors at all, so I put Rizoma bar ends on it. Originally I had them inverted, but my elbows were in the way, so I was constantly having to let go just to look at the mirror, so I flipped them around. If you ride this thing with a lid, it is very quiet. I don't think it has nearly as much vocal characteristics as other Ducatis in the family. For some reason, I feel like this is a little bit more muffled. The engine has the same pitch and tone, which is great, but the exhaust for some reason just sounds a little flat. It sounds good, but it's not very loud. So when you're wearing a lid, it's very quiet. If you're using a Cardo or a Senna unit or wearing earbuds, forget it. You're not going to hear anything. You got to look at the clock to see how you're throttling up, because you're not going to get much response from the bike. And since it rides so smooth, you don't even get a lot of vibration coming back into your hands to know that you're pushing too hard. Easiest thing about this is to not realize how quick you're moving. It's so comfortable. It has plenty of power. It is a 1000cc bike. It's not a V4. I'm not going to compare it. They're not even close to being the same breed. But it's still a leader bike, and it wants to go. And it is taller. Not as wide, but it is a tall, powerful bike. It has no problem pulling you around and kicking your butt if you want it to. I think for around town, riding in the city, anywhere other than a track, V2 is a hell of a good machine for it. A lot of people even say the V2 Panigale or even some of the Street Fighters in the V2 class are probably the best track bikes. They're not as expensive. You can push them a lot harder. Power is a little bit more reserved, a little bit easier to handle. I don't do a lot on track. If I did, I'd bring the Panigale. So this thing, for what I use it for, absolutely killer. I'm actually a big fan of the stock Ducati controls. I like the Brembo levers. I think they're great. I like having the larger size. It's easier to grab. I got large hands. I have no intent to change them. I've done it before in the past and just wasn't a fan, especially the ones that are a little bit squared off with right angles. I don't feel like I get the same grip or contact on it. I like the smoother feel to these. You'll never see me change the levers on a bike if it's a Ducati.
With 1,000 lies and a good disguise, hit 'em right between the eyes, hit 'em right between the eyes. When you walk away, nothing more to say. See the lightning in your eyes, see you running for their
I wanted to come down this road because a couple of weeks ago Luke Bryan played at a farm, and this is it on the left. Not too far from my house. It's a couple miles in either direction, and it's just an absolutely beautiful view. But the farm that you can see is where he performed, so I thought I'd stop. It was awesome to see this location get celebrated. Traffic sucked at my house during that time. Couldn't get home. But it's still kind of cool that they brought some business to us. I do love the look of this bike. I think it's absolutely sexy. The headlight, that snake eye, is really, really cool. It's just a gorgeous machine. But these roads, man, that's all it is trees overgrowing the street for several miles in either direction. Almost no traffic. But those farm cops, man, they love pulling people over here. A nice 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. And if they catch you, they like to make an event out of it. So let's get out of here.
The old neighborhood was so alive. Every kid on the whole damn street was gonna make it big and not repeat. Now the neighborhood's cracked in toys. Kids are grown up, but their lives are worn. How can one little street swallow so many lives? Chance is gone, nothing's free. Longing for you.
Every time I get off this thing, I remember just how much I love it. I'm sure I talked quite a bit about the things that I like. But right now, what I'll say kind of in summary, it pulls like nobody's business. It is outrageously comfortable to ride compared to a sport bike. Maybe not as much as a traditional naked, but still very damn close to that level of comfort. The agility is top notch. This thing wants to lean over. It turns so aggressively. It is absolutely effortless. The only thing I don't like about this bike is that I haven't put an exhaust on it yet. Other than that, this is by far my favorite riding experience on a bike. I am so glad that I have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride with me. If you have any comments or feedback, let me know. But until next time, later.
Nothing's free.